In June of last year, 28-year-old Matt Fitzpatrick won the U.S. Open, which took place at the Country Club in Brookline. He was followed by Will Zalatoris and Scott Scheffler, who tied for second place. Fitzpatrick has now talked about his win at the U.S. Open last year and admitted that he has mixed feelings about it. Keep watching to find out what he has to say. Matt Fitzpatrick supports Sergio Garcia's participation in the Ryder Cup. Matt Fitzpatrick said he wants Europe to field the strongest squad possible at the 2023 Ryder Cup, including team members who have joined LIV Golf after leaving the PGA Tour. The Ryder Cup will be defended by Europe against the USA in Rome next autumn, but their preparations have been derailed by golf's civil war. This resulted in the removal of Henrik Stenson as captain and raised questions over the eligibility of a number of players. While world number one Rory McIlroy, the head of the PGA Tour Players Advisory Committee, has been harshly critical of his former team members, Ryder Cup icons Sergio Garcia, Lee Westwood, and Ian Poulter all joined the Saudi-funded LIV circuit. While the USA has disqualified individuals from the LIV, such as major champions Dustin Johnson and Patrick Reed, it is still unknown whether European captain Luke Donald will be subject to the same limitations. US Open winner Fitzpatrick absolutely agrees that Europe should pick the top 12 players available in an exclusive interview with Sky Sports News. Fitzpatrick speculated that there might be some players from different parts of the world. He thinks there are undoubtedly some personal relationships that have suffered because of this. He, however, said that he doesn't give a damn. All he wants is to win, and he is sure those boys want that too. Sergio Garcia, the team's all-time best scorer with 28.5 points, is the player, in Fitzpatrick's opinion, whose skill and experience Europe may most benefit from in Rome. The departure of Stenson as captain in July dealt a severe blow to Europe's preparations, and the Swede received criticism for his action. Fitzpatrick believes that as long as players don't attempt to compete in PGA Tour or DP World Tour events after joining LIV Golf, he has no issue with them doing so. It was difficult because Stenson had begun preparing for Rome, making notes and organizing his plans, Fitzpatrick claimed, and then all of a sudden he was gone. Fitzpatrick is aware that players like Westy, Poulter, and Sergio have played extensively in Europe throughout the years and have contributed in their own ways. He stated that they have done far more for the European Tour than he has, so he can never criticize them for that. The USA squad is so strong that even though Europe is trying to avoid what would be a first home Ryder Cup loss since 1993, they will enter the competition as underdogs. Fitzpatrick, the 9th-ranked player in the world, is one of 4 Europeans now ranked in the top 10, yet the top 20 players are outscored 12-5 by Americans. Fitzpatrick stated that he believes it's definitely going to be a younger team. Since the Americans' depth is superior to theirs, there is no getting around the fact that the young men will need to step up their game and play much better to compete with them. Matt Fitzpatrick, Rory McIlroy, Leona Maguire, and Charlie Hull are among the 2022 winners. A memorable year for UK and Irish golf, 2022 saw an Englishman win the US Open, a Northern Irishman claim the #1 spot in the world rankings, and English, Scottish, and Irish players triumph in the LPGA. Yes, this time period will be remembered for the unseemly and uncivil fight that preceded the introduction of LIV Golf as a professional sport, but we can also look back on a number of exciting moments. Most significant was Matt Fitzpatrick's emotional victory at Brookline, where he became the first Englishman to win America's national championship since Justin Rose in 2013. The shot of the year was a remarkable 9-iron from a fairway bunker that enabled what turned out to be a championship-winning par. In-depth coverage of Fitzpatrick's first major triumph can be found right on BBC Sounds. Would Sheffield native and Ryder Cup teammate Rory McIlroy have switched years? In the end, Fitzpatrick added to his total of big victories, which was the one thing the Northern Irishman had wished to accomplish most during the previous year. However, McIlroy can look back on a very impressive body of work in 2022. The 33-year-old finished no lower than 8th in any major, finished 2nd at the Masters, his greatest Augusta performance, and came close to winning the Open at St. Andrews. He started using different golf balls as soon as he missed the cut at the Texas Open the week before the Masters. From that point on, he was steadfastly consistently making leaderboards. McIlroy won 3 PGA Tour events, the FedEx Cup, and the DP World Tour standings in 2022. Only Scotty Scheffler amassed more points for the world rankings. It was an astounding first half of the year for this 26-year-old New Jersey native who won his maiden tour title at the Phoenix Open in February and then the Arnold Palmer Invitational, WGC Match Play, and Masters. In In addition to his 3 other second-place finishes, Scheffler also shared second place with Will Zalatoris behind Fitzpatrick at Brookline in June of last year. A month earlier, at the US PGA Championship at Southern Hills, Justin Thomas finally won his long-overdue second major championship. While a parched St. Andrews Old Course proved it was still capable of identifying the world's best players, in a dramatic 150th Open, the Tulsa course may have been the best designed of the men's majors. Fellow British sportsmen spoke up on Matt Fitzpatrick's BBC Spotty snub. The BBC Spotty Awards, particularly for British sportsmen, would serve as the Grammys or Oscars of the sports world. Given Matt Fitzpatrick's stellar year, which included a US Open victory and multiple top 10 finishes, he deserved to make the list of contenders for the BBC Sports Personality of the Year honors. He was excluded from it, though. Furthermore, a lot of people believed it to be inaccurate. The rejection that Fitzpatrick received prompted fellow British golfer Justin Rose to vent on social media. Tommy Fleetwood, an English golfer, agreed with Rose and defended their fellow Englishman. He stated that no matter how BBC Sport looks at it, Matt had a remarkable year. He is aware of it, as are we. Ian Poulter, an English golfer, criticized the BBC Spotty Awards for omitting Fitzpatrick. He stated that the event continues to be a farce and a joke because of their blatant disregard for Fitzpatrick. 10 years ago, he saw for himself what a joke this was. He made a self-promise at the moment that he would never waste time again attending or watching. Matt Fitzpatrick had declined BBC Spotty invite before the shortlist snub. Before it was made public that Matt Fitzpatrick had been passed over for the 2022 shortlist, he declined a BBC Sports Personality invitation. Fitzpatrick won his first major championship in this year's US Open, therefore golf fans are perplexed by his exclusion from the list of 6 nominees. Fitzpatrick prevailed at the Country Club of Brookline by defeating Masters winner Scottie Scheffler and Will Zalatoris. In addition, he maintained his composure to make Boston history with a crucial 9-iron from the fairway bunker on his 72nd hole. As the only other player to win both the U.S. Amateur Championship and the U.S. Open at the same site, the Sheffield star joined the famous Jack Nicklaus in that distinction. But Fitzpatrick's accomplishments were not recognized at the BBC's awards ceremony at Media City in Salford. Beth Mead, the Lioness hero, Ben Stokes, the captain of England's Test cricket team, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Jessica Gutterova, the sportsman Jack Whiteman, and the curler Eve Muirhead have all been nominated, yet Fitzpatrick's achievements were not honored. Fitzpatrick's exclusion is viewed by some golf enthusiasts as a damning reflection of the regard the BBC has for the sport, since Sir Nick Faldo was the last golfer to receive the Spotty Award in 1989. Additionally, Fitzpatrick graciously declined the invitation from the organizers to attend the awards before the shortlist was announced, according to information published by The Telegraph in November 2022. Golf stars receive minimal acknowledgement at Spotty regardless of their levels of accomplishment. Fitzpatrick, who is regarded as a model professional on the tour, made his choice due to his lack of faith that he would receive recognition during the event. After winning the Women's British Open at Royal Lytham, Solheim Cup standout Georgia Hall attended the 2018 awards ceremony, but she was not one of the nominees. Despite winning back-to-back majors at the Open and the PGA Championship, Rory McIlroy was outvoted by F1 World Champion Lewis Hamilton in the popularity polls in 2014. As a result, golf significantly suffered in 2014. Fans were left wondering, after McIlroy's second-place result, what a golfer could need to accomplish to end the sport's almost 30-year wait for the award's success, while Fitzpatrick's omission is the latest Spotty letdown for golf. What did Matt Fitzpatrick say about his US Open win? The 2022 US Open was won unexpectedly by English golfer Matt Fitzpatrick, who stunned the world. To secure a significant victory, he outshot Will Zalatoris and Scottie Scheffler, the current Masters champions, by 1 stroke. In a recent BBC Christmas review, Matt Fitzpatrick discussed the incredible victory. Winning a significant competition, he claimed, felt 10 million times better than he had anticipated. He did, however, acknowledge experiencing what many champions go through after capturing the prized trophies. Fitzpatrick said that it was pretty strange. He felt like he has done it, and it's like, great, let's go and try and win more. However, he simultaneously feels like he's done it now, so why does he have to do it anymore? He added that he had spoken to a few individuals about it and that it was a common trait. He went on to describe how each athlete's cycle operates. He said that the goal of winning a major title has been building up to that point. After a few weeks, everything is fantastic and there is pure elation, but then the dust settles and you have to get back up and repeat the process. This year, Matt Fitzpatrick will undoubtedly be searching for more. And that brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think about Fitzpatrick's statement? Let us know in the comments section. Plus, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the notification button to get quick updates on our future videos. Thank you for watching.